Hey everybody, and this is Rock Paper Mario, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. And Link is kind of glaring at the King of Red Lions, King of Red Irons, King of Red Irons, and the King of Red Lions is kind of like glaring back at him. So he's like eyeballing Link, and Link's eyeballing him, and he's eyeballing Link, and Link's eyeballing him, and he's eyeballing. Oh, let's just get started. Now, today is, I can't remember what day. I think it's the 10th of December. And just yesterday, I found out that YouTube has decided to give us decided to give us unlimited time limits if we have no strikes on our account, like copyright strikes. Yeah, just ignore those accidentals and things like that. I'm not up high enough, am I? Yeah. What? Let's just go up the old-fashioned way, because I can't concentrate. It's a great start to a video. So yeah, YouTube has decided to give us an unlimited time limit, which I think is crazy. So I said, what better way to celebrate that, even though this won't be going out until like Christmas. Christmas might even be over by the time this goes out, so I don't know what to say about that. Other than happy holidays, I suppose. So yeah, I said, what better way to celebrate that than by doing this side quest, which you have a maximum of 20 minutes to do it. Well, I'm not explaining this very well. Sorry. We're doing. Do you remember, like you guys have probably noticed, like on certain islands there are these koroks that have dead trees there, and the trees are kind of sick. Well, we're going to be doing that side quest now, the side quest where you have 20 minutes to go and visit all of those 8 koroks and water their trees, you know, shaking the trees. So that's what we're going to do, is to celebrate our new time limit. It might take under 15 minutes, it might not, but I don't care. I'm just going to do this whole side quest in one video without any cuts, just because it's fun. And let's speak to the deku tree. And he says,
"How are things in the world, Harry? As you can see, I am slowly growing older and feebler. It seems only my wisdom is full of vigor lately, but that is just a way of life, child, and not cause for sadness. If there is anything you wish to know, just ask. I will aid you as I may."
"Anything I have is yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees." Learn about the koroks.
"What do you wish to learn about?"
"The island koroks."
"Are you concerned about the little koroks who left the safety of our forest haven? It is indeed true that there are many islands on the great sea that have grown dark and dangerous. Who knows what perils might await my children? I shall mark the places that my korok children have journeyed on your sea chart, Harry. Would you be so kind as to check on them for me as you proceed with your quest? I entrust their care to you. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Do you wish to learn about?"
"Nothing. I don't care about the King of Red Lions, he's a doofus." So now, I think we can just, like, get our empty bottle. And please, maybe I have to go down there or something. Or maybe I have to go over to one of those, like, things bubbling up. Yeah, there we go. This looks like a nice source. Basically, what you have to do is you have to get forests. Please! Oh, someone's being difficult today. You have to get forest spring water. I can't remember how you get that. I presume you just, like, scoop it up into your bottle. Yeah, you got forest water. Oh, it's all shiny. You can use it multiple times but it loses its freshness after 20 minutes. After that, it becomes normal water. So basically, you have 20 minutes to sail around the overworld, visiting the koroks and basically watering their trees. I don't know. I've never encountered much problems with the whole time limit thing, but then again, I've never timed myself doing it, so I'm going to want to rush a bit anyway. That was handy. Nice speedy trick there, jumping on the boat, and you're facing the right way and everything, boat. That's kind of handy. Why can't you be that nice all the time? Okay, are we going in the right direction? Yes, we are. Okay, as you can see, he's after putting a red leaf on your map where all them are. There's an order that makes this a lot easier. But what's up with that 20 minutes thing? I mean, why do they have to put a rule of 20 minutes? I'm not giving out about it. I just think like as you know, Mark, I'm a musician, and I answer to a higher power. The law of, if it feels good, do it. Oh, that's a great law. What law is that? Gaddafi's law? Yeah, Link's a musician, so he answers to a higher power. He doesn't have to answer to no great deck. Well, maybe I'll get the map, seeing as like Samuel L. Jackson's right there. I don't know if menu time counts out of your 20 minutes or not. This might be a faux pas on my part. Yeah, I've decided that I'm not going to get the rest of the map fish locations on the way. Come on, hurry up, Sam. Yeah, this is the Cliff Plateau one. Look at Link there. Oh, shut up. Yeah, the only way to get to the top of the island is actually to go... Oh, I hope I can do this now. Yeah, you have to use the deku leaf to glide over, and you have to go down into a cave. But none of the other islands are like that. This is the only one that you have to go through it to do the quest, and we'll actually get a treasure chart in here as far as I know as well. Yeah, we will. I think, I can't remember. Yeah, you do. You get a treasure chart in here. Perfectly superfluous deku leaf usage. Yeah, I think we need the deck. Well, no, let's go. There we go. Yeah, you have to go into this cave and out the other side, and then you come up on top of the island. So, how long have we been going for? Like 5 minutes already? Oh, jeez. Yeah, I always forget about this place, and I really like it. It's just so unique. I don't know. There's just something about it. That being said, you want to have now. These things, they're not that hard to jump onto, but that being said, you want to have the deku leaf might be a good idea here. I can't remember offhand. Okay, that was close. Ow! You dasshole. You dasshole. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's just take these guys out with the boomerang. Now, I think what you have to do is pick up like a deku stick and use that to let's get our deku leaf first. I'm not explaining this very well, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure, but I think you might be able to use fire arrows to do this. This will be a nice experiment. Did that work? Yes! Oh my god, that makes... Now, there's a chest in there that has a joy pendant. I'm not going to bother with that. I think the treasure chart is up here. Please let the treasure chart be up here. Okay, well, anyway. The tree is withering. Let's get out our forest water. I wish there were actually a timer that told you how long that you have left, because that'd be really helpful, because it'd be a real pain if you, like, ran out of time after doing... Oh, there's the chest with the treasure chart, yeah. I was right. Yeah, there's another chest in there, inside in the island, and that is a joy pendant. We might come back there just to get it, just to see the inside of that place again, because it's a real, like, I think it's such a shame that, you only see that island, the inside of that island once, like, for hardly any time, and it's such a memorable place. I think it's such a cool little... Oh, there's the King of Red Lions, okay. Get on my boat. It's such a cool little place, and it's such a shame that, you don't get to see it more. Like, those things, those, like, floating things, they're so cool, I don't know. It's a shame that, like, they didn't put anything like that in the Forbidden Woods or anything like that, and I think that's a real shame. But then I suppose it might be a good thing because, it wouldn't be as special if they'd put it in more places, you know. Now we're using the Ballad of the Gills to travel to Southern Fairy Island. And Dairy Island, and I don't think there's one. No, there's not one on here. But what you want to do is sail west of here to Shark Island. This is just the route that I always use. I don't know if it's better. I don't know what other people do. It might be the route everyone uses. I don't know, but this is just the way I always do it. I've decided that I'm not going to risk getting the map fish locations. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to come back around and swing back, because there are another few that I forgot to get as well. I think Thorn Fairy Island and Western Fairy Island and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that another time. I'll do it off screen today, probably. Just get it out of the way. Okay, we've been going for 10 minutes. This really should be going faster, but like the Cliff Plateau Isles is the one that takes the most time. Because, simply because, okay, I better be going to the right island here, fellas. Because you have to go through like a little half a dungeon thing to do it. The rest of them you just sail to them, so they don't take any amount of time really. Okay, I think he's all, yeah, there he is. There's switches here, but you can't do anything with them yet. I'm not going to talk to you, Korok. I think like the Koroks understand the expediency required in this mission. So I'm not going to talk to them, and I don't think they'll take any umbrage as far as that is concerned. Simply because they understand my mission. So yeah, I don't know, like this whole like time limit thing. I'm not going to be like there probably will be videos going over 15 minutes, but I'm going to try and stay around the 15-minute mark. Simply because, to be perfectly honest with you, I think 15 minutes is long enough for an LP video. I don't think, just think a video will get too long and too boring if you were to go for much longer than 15 minutes every single time. Now obviously special videos like this one, that having a longer time limit makes them much better. You know, I'm going to go for like however long it takes. But like you're not going to see me like releasing hour-long videos of whole dungeons in a day, because no one would watch them. Like I personally wouldn't watch a video that long, so it's just not going to happen, guys, you know. But it's just nice to have that extra bit of leeway, so that Joe, so that I don't ever have to end in the middle of a cutscene or anything like that. Now I think we want to go southwest. No, not that one. Yeah, so just to let you guys know. God, I have so many videos. Well, no, I don't anymore, because this is my future self. I must remember that this is my future self talking. But I have so many videos. Like, the last few videos have been recorded for ages. Like, this one will be recorded for about 3 weeks before it goes up. And it's just because of the time of the year, guys. Like, you know that I personally would prefer just to record 4 in the week. I'd love to be able to be in the position to record like 1 and have it up, like just record 1 a day and push it up the next day or something. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it goes. The only time that I can record really is on Fridays, because I have a day off. That's the only time really I'm at home on my own. So that's the only time that I usually record. So, like, sorry if all the videos are kind of a bit stale and they don't keep up with things, like, and if they're kind of a bit anachronistic or anything like that. You know, I apologize, but it's just because it's the time of the year. Like, I'm not going to be able to record for those days around Christmas, so. Or no, like, I wasn't able to record for those days around Christmas is what I should say, I suppose, because it's already happened. Okay, where is the guy with the tree? Is he over here, or is that the post box? I have a feeling that he's, like, really far away. Oh, would you fuck off, bird? Because the bird, the bird's the word. The bird, the bird's the word. Yeah, he's over here on this little peninsula. There shouldn't be much of a problem. I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. As you can see, like, the water up there, it'll lose its sparkle. It'll lose its sparkle when it's out of life or whatever, so. And then you'll know that you failed. Failed. So let's get on our boat. Speaking of boats, I was like watching... No, wait, what was I watching? I was watching, yesterday evening on Channel 4, Boy George going back to like the houses that he grew up in and stuff like that, and it was really interesting. Well, you guys know that I'm really interested in Boy George and the Culture Club anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so yeah, I was watching that, and I was just remembering about like when I was younger, like whenever I saw the video of, like, and I still think this way, whenever I saw the video of Karma Chameleon, that like I used to think, man, wouldn't it be just nice to be able to go on a boat like that where everyone's just friendly and everyone's just nice, and like they even like, do you know the horrible guy, the guy who was like robbing everyone, they like push him off the boat with his umbrellas, with their umbrellas and stuff like that. And I was just always thinking like, oh, wouldn't it be nice to just go on like a Mississippi, or not necessarily like a paddle boat in Louisiana or something like that, or like down the bayou or something, I don't know, but like just somewhere where everyone's just a nice person. That's the way I used to think when I was young, and I still think that way whenever I see that video, and it actually quite touches me to think like that. But yeah, so that's one story about like Culture Club videos. My other story about Culture Club videos is that, like, do you know the video for Church of the Poison Mind? And the other way they're like driving around in a car. Well, you see, here like we drive on the left hand side, so the steering wheel is in the right hand side of the car. So like, but they hardly ever show the guy who's, so Boy George is in the passenger seat because it's an American car and the steering wheel is on the left hand side. But they hardly ever show the guy that's driving the car. So I always used to like see it as Boy George like not watching the road, because I thought it was him that was driving the car because he was sitting in the right hand side of the car. And I always used to be thinking, what? Why aren't you watching the road? Why aren't you watching the road? And they used to just be like driving around all over the place, and him just like looking backwards and sitting on like the car while it's driving and stuff like that. And I used to be just thinking like, why aren't you watching the road? You're supposed to watch the road when you're driving. So that's another boring story about me and Culture Club videos. Oh, I like that korok. That's one of my favourite ones. My favourite one is the one with the little maple leaf on its face. I suppose that'll make Pyro Dragon happy. But like, that's the one, I call her Oprah because she reminds me of Oprah Winfrey. As if there were another Oprah. But that one, it just looks like Oprah Winfrey, I don't know. Okay, okay, now that you've... Sorry I'm not explaining what my route is, but it's pretty much self-explanatory what I'm doing. Now I'm going to warp... I warped to the Tower of the Gods and sailed southward to the private oasis. And now I'm warping back there so I can sail northward to Eastern Fairy Island. And then what we're going to do is warp to Tingle Island, sail northwest to Mother and Child Isles, and then sail north to Star Island. So it's not that hard. Like, we're not even gone up to 20 minutes on the recording time yet, and I was recording for about 5 minutes before we actually collected the water, so there shouldn't be any problem really at all. I honestly don't know what to talk about. There's not really much to talk about while I'm sailing over here to this fairy island. I suppose it's been I don't know whether it's actually been Christmas, or whether this is Christmas, or whether it yet has to be Christmas. So sorry, I'm going to be like the ghost of Christmases present, past and future all at once today in this video. But if it is yet to be Christmas, then have a good one. If it was Christmas, then I hope you had a good one. And if it is Christmas, then I hope... then I'm wondering why you're watching this video, and I'm wondering why I had time to upload this video. But then again, I think I explained to you guys before, I'm not like the biggest Christmassy person. Like, I don't get the whole thing, because basically I'm not a religious person at all. I'm not an atheist, but I don't even like to call myself an atheist, because I see atheism as a religion, so I just see myself as a non-religious person. Not that one should ever talk about politics or religion in Let's Play videos, because it causes trouble. But I'm just excessive. I couldn't care less about religion. I'm excessively tolerant of religion. I couldn't care less what people do, what people believe in. As long as it doesn't do any harm to me, I couldn't care less. So, if you guys could be baby-eating terrorists from some Pacific island where their religion says that they like to cut people open and feast on their innards and then use the blood to paint their house or something like that, and it wouldn't bother me because it's that's your own problem, I suppose. What am I talking about? I started talking about how I'm like a non-religious person, so I don't do much at Christmas, and then I just started talking about weird, just weirdness. So I apologize for that. Just like, what am I talking about? Where are we going? There we are. I was wondering because it hadn't like appeared on the horizon. Yeah, just jump the sharks. Jump the sharks like Fonzie, or like The Simpsons jumped the shark after about like 5 years because it's rubbish now. Sorry any of you guys who are like fans of The Simpsons. Sorry, I was like trying to dodge that cycle. But I just don't really get it. I love the old episodes. Like I love the episodes that, like the first couple of seasons, I think they're really good and they're really realistic and they're actually about things. Like even though they're really exaggerated, they discuss problems that affected or that still affect everyday families. But I don't understand, and society, but it's just like The Simpsons has just gone really stupid, and it went really stupid really quickly. It's like, I don't know, I just don't find it funny anymore. As well, the gags aren't as funny. I think when The Simpsons when The Simpsons just started making up jokes and pushing them in, instead of just letting the things that would be naturally funny be funny. Like the things that I find really funny about The Simpsons are the stuff that you kind of, in the older episodes where you'd say like, oh, I could imagine my dad saying something retarded like that, or I could imagine my boss doing something like that, even if it is exaggerated. They're the things that were funny. Oh, there's Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet! Wabba wabba wabba! Oh, there's my favourite korok again. Sorry about that little Wobbuffet interlude. I can't remember who I was telling about that. I think it was like Gavalt and Kick Butt Toaster that time that we spent like just hours and hours and hours. It was the night that like I recorded that. Get out from under the boat, Link, you're going to die. Johnny, get out of the bush, you'll go blind! Yeah, so sorry, that was a weird memory from when I was 9 years old. Yeah, I was telling them about this video that I saw that isn't on the internet anymore. I see you back there, Wobbuffet. That isn't on the internet anymore, and it's a real shame that it isn't because it was so funny. It was basically this video where... Does anyone remember that episode of the Pokemon cartoon where they went to this village where everyone loved Wobbuffet, and the village just had loads and loads of Wobbuffets in it, just everywhere. There were just Wobbuffets everywhere, and this person had taken that episode and taken every single time that the word Wobbuffet was said by the Pokemon Wobbuffet, not by the people, by the Pokemon Wobbuffet, and push it together in a video. It was kind of like that video, do you know that video of every single time Link says "Excuse me, princess" in the Zelda cartoon? It was like that, except with Wobbuffet, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Basically, it was just like Wobba Wobba Wobbuffet Wob, and there was this one where it's like Officer Jenny's Wobbuffet was like had a police uniform, or he had a police hat, and he was like marching along going Wobba 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 Wobba, and it was just like the funniest thing ever. It was absolutely just hilarious. Oh jeez, bombs, or mines, or whatever, depth charges. Well, as far as I know, this is the last tree, unless we've made some horrific mistake. Is my water still sparkly? Oh good. I thought for a moment there that it wasn't sparkly anymore. Let's go into the centre of Star Island. And the last tree. I think that one's named Linder, I don't know. Exploding tree? Oh no, it's not. PuberTree. Oh yeah, I forgot we got a piece of heart. I honestly did. I was just doing that for like to help the Koroks. Swordsman, come see how healthy Misa Forestry has become. Misa's so happy. Thank you so much. I don't know why that one sounds like Jar Jar Binks, but I can't remember. Like, I know when I was in the Forest Haven the first time, I gave them all like their own voices, but I just can't remember what kind of voices I gave you. I gave them. So yeah, there's like our tree. I can't remember if all the rest of them turn big as well, but I presume they do. And we've gotten a piece of heart. So that is the Forest Haven tree side quest done. We got a treasure chart and piece of heart. So I presume this video is going to be a long one. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.